control, and just the stress of wondering where this debris would fall has many saying, look, this was reckless and irresponsible, to say the least. Will.
It was the lottery that nobody wanted to win, Susan, because, yes, people were able to see from places like Israel and Saudi Arabia and Jordan this little speck here, which was a giant rocket hurtling closer and closer to Earth. And had the timing been a little bit different, it could have been a very different conversation we're having this morning. In the end, as China had been saying they were confident it would, it went down in the waters, they claim, right near the Maldives, which is southwest of Sri Lanka and India. But up until the final moments of this rocket's flight, Susan, nobody knew for sure where it would go down. That's why the possible impact area was so massive, stretching from New York to New Zealand up until the final hours of this rocket's descent.
Yeah, I had people texting me wondering where. Of course, I didn't know. What is NASA saying about this? And could this happen again?
So there was a statement that was put out overnight from the NASA administrator, Senator Bill Nelson, calling on China to use more care when conducting space operations like this. He said that spacefaring nations have to minimize the risks to people and property on Earth. He said that there needs to be transparency. There needs to be safety standards that should be met. And he said that China failed to meet those responsible standards because they're still relatively new in their space program, Susan. You're talking about, the West has been doing this for decades. And in the past, other big objects like the Skylab space station back in 1979 did fall back to the Earth in an uncontrolled manner. It scattered debris all over Western Australia back then, more than 40 years ago. But in 2021, more is expected. But what China has made clear is that this rocket design is not designed for a controlled reentry that can put it down in a guaranteed safe place. And they're planning more launches like this in the coming months as they try to get their space station finished.
Yeah, therein lies the problem. And the out of control aspect is what many of us were focusing on. And as you mentioned, the lottery really no one wanted to win. Will Ripley, thank you out of Hong Kong.
Thanks, Susan.